Hello and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. And the Springboks have got off to a winning start after their return from international rugby, beating Georgia 40 points to 9. A brilliant debut from Apelele Fassi, a try-on debut, a very good hit-out for the Springboks, and it was actually a really good game of rugby. And first of all, congratulations to Georgia, because I think that they offered everything that Rassie Erasmus and Jacques Nienaber would have wanted, and that was a very good physical battle, a game which really tested the box. And look, I mean, 40 points to 9 seems like a bit of a walkover, but it definitely wasn't. And I think if it wasn't for a yellow card, that game would have been a lot closer than it should have been. So a really good performance from Georgia, very impressive, very nice individual performances from them. And as a Springbok fan, maybe not the best of games from the box, probably a little bit sloppy, probably quite a lot we want to work on, but that's why we have these games. That's why we are doing this. You know, we want to get out in the park and just start putting things together and start practicing, start putting combinations together. And there were some nice performances, good to see some nice players combining, and also I think what was important, good to see some players emptying the tank. You know, Sia Clichy, Franco Mostert, Peace Death Toy. They look genuinely finished at the end of the game. That's what we want to see. You know, we want to get up to match fitness, and that's how you do it. You empty your tank, you go out hard, and you drain yourself in the full 80 minutes. You know, that's how you get used to this. Playing at altitude was the perfect test for the Boks. First of all, I just want to say a massive shout out to everybody who was out with us on the live stream. It was a phenomenal experience, really fun. We'll be live again tomorrow for the Lions versus Lions. But yeah, so please do smash like on the video, subscribe to the channel. We are so close to 2,000 subscribers, so it'll be really cool to try and break that barrier. But in terms of a blow-by-blow count, this is how the game went down. Georgia actually took first blood as Tero Absandadze kicked a penalty in the 3rd minute, but South Africa hit back immediately. Apelele Fassi on debut. Springboks did very well to draw in a couple of players, create some space out wide. Viliru, Pierce the Toy, and Fassi with 2 men still to outpace down the wings was a brilliant run by him. Very nice finish as well. So try on debut. Andre Pollard missing the conversion that time. And then the Springboks were a little bit nowhere. You know, lots of bad discipline, lots of penalties being conceded. I think they conceded about 8 penalties before the 25th minute, and Georgia made them count. You know, they started 2 penalty goals to take a 9-5 lead in the 25th minute, and everything changed in the 34th minute when Beka Saganedze got sent off in the 34th minute, and literally after that, Bongi Manambi scored a minute later from a rolling maul before almost off the kickoff, a brilliant run down the left-hand side. So Apelele Fassi, a nice little take from him. He chipped inside, and Kobus Reinach had all the pace in the world to grab it. The bounce of the ball took it away from the Georgian fly half, and Reinach went over for his try in the 37th minute to make it 17-9. Andre Pollard adding the extra. So a half-time score was 19 points to 9, with the Springboks in control, despite maybe what was a bit of a amateur performance maybe. And a big turning point in the second half was the replacement of the front row. Steven Kitshoff, Malcolm Marx, and Francois Herbert all came on in the 49th minute. They won 3 consecutive scrum penalties before Kwagga Smith went over in the 53rd minute off the back of the scrum. Very nice run by him. And that was pretty much most of the bulk work done. You know, 24 points to 9. And then a very nice run. I thought Damien Villiers was very good off the bench. A little grabber through from Andre Pollard. He ran onto, coming up just short, but then Herschel Yankee seizing his moment, as he always seems to do off the bench. He scored his try in the 58th minute to make it 31 points to 9. Pollard added the extras. A couple more subs. Malcolm Marx strolled over from a phenomenal rolling maul in the 68th minute as the Georgians kind of fell away. You know, altitude was quite a big ask for them to try and last that long, and they did sort of tire eventually. Alton Yankees adding the extras to make it 40 points to 9. But a very nice game, and a game where we kind of grew into it. And if you look at the stats, you know, you can see the second half, how the Boks just sort of grounded out. And his possession overall was 67% for the Boks, but in the second half was 73%. So they really just sort of start to put the nails in the coffin in the second half. I mean, territory in the second half was 81%. So Georgia couldn't get into the Springboks half at all. So the Springboks, I mean, scored 6 tries. So you're not going to be unhappy about that. And the nice thing is that I think there's still work to be done. So they ran 391 meters at the Boks compared to 111 from Georgia. 27 defenders beaten compared to 15. 7 clean breaks compared to 2. 103 gain line carries. That shows you how much of a physical contest it was. 103 gain line carries to 45. So, you know, almost 150 gain line carries over the match. 162 passes to 56. 6 offloads from the Boks. 6 turnovers won. 35 kicks from hand. 103 rucks won. 103 rucks won. So it was a massive collision of the forwards. Tackle success rate for the Boks, 60 out of 75. Georgia made 157 of 184 tackles, missing 27. So, I mean, they'll need to work on the defense, but as you can imagine, it was tough for them. Ruck success rate was 98% for both of the both sides. Line-out success for the Springboks. They lost just one line-out, winning 17 out of 18. Georgia winning 12 out of 14. The Boks 5 out of 5 scrums, 4 out of 5 scrums for Georgia. Discipline probably a bit of an issue for the Boks. They conceded 15 penalties, and you want to try and halve that. If you can try and concede 8 or 9 penalties over the game, you can get away with that because of those, 4 in your own half you can work with. But Georgia conceded 26 penalties, 18 penalties in their own half. So it was, the Boks could have just been kicking over goal for fun, but didn't. But it was really that yellow card which I thought really sort of put the final nail in the coffin for Georgia. Individual performances, Apelele Fassi, the weekend special on debut. This is how his match reads. 78 meters gained, 2 passes, 2 defenders beaten, 2 clean breaks, a try assist, 100% tackle made. He only had to make 1 tackle. Brilliant performance from him. I thought Sia Khaleesi was very good, made 4 carries. We found him a lot more in the wide channels, which was good to see, because I think that we haven't really used him enough as a ball carrier. But his defense where he comes is good. He's 6 out of 6 tackles he made. PCF the Toy, another monumental performance from him. He made 11 carries as well as 8 tackles. Did miss 2 tackles, but it was very good on the attack. I thought Frans Steyn was quite interesting. We had Frans Steyn at first receiver for most of the game, and then Pollard at second receiver, and they were doing that to try and get the ball to the wings quite quickly. We still didn't really manage to get Roscoe Speckman into the game. Apelele Fassi had a lot more opportunities, so difficult to really assess Roscoe Speckman's game because he didn't get as much opportunity as he would have liked. But then off the bench, I thought Jasper Wiese looked full of running. He made 5 carries off the bench, 5 tackles as well. Very nice debut for him. Damien Willemse looked very good off the bench as well. He made 22 meters, gained 3 defenders beaten, a clean break, 6 tackles made, none missed at inside center. So it was nice to see him at inside center, something that we haven't seen a lot of him at, but something a position I've always wanted to see him play. And for the Georgians, I thought that David Kagawi tackled quite well. He made 6 very, very dominant tackles. For the carries made from the Georgians, number 7, Beka Saganidze made 5 carries. He also made 13 tackles. It was a very good effort from him. I was very impressed by the Georgian number 14, Akaki Tabatsadze, who made 60 meters gained, 1 clean break. He made 6 tackles. He just looked full of running and full of energy, and he did very well. He won a couple of balls in the air as well. 15-year-old David Nienashvili, also very nice game from him. He beat 2 defenders. He made 6 tackles. He won 2 turnovers. 18 years old, and that's the kind of performance he gave. I was very, very impressed. Overall, maybe not the best game of Test Rugby we've ever seen, but it was so nice to see the boys back on the park. It was good to get a victory as well. It's important to start off brightly. And we roll on to the next one. Tomorrow we'll be live for the Lions versus the Lions. Come and hang out. Smash the like on the video, subscribe to the channel. Thank you very much for watching. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you guys soon.